think we might be on, folks.
Is it live?
I think we're there. Oh, let's have a little look. Anything coming out? Can't see too much happening here at the moment, to be honest. Anything coming on your screen?
No.
Alright, that's interesting. Hi everybody, can you hear us or see us? That's the big question. Well, there's something happening now. Some ads coming on. Oh yeah, looks like we're on. Looks like we finally got there. Hello, we're live, I think, from the caravan. Yes, and we're trying to watch ourselves on laptops and iPads and stuff, and realising already there's a bit of a delay. So, first things first, a bit of Dutch courage. I need a beer.
And I've had red wine, so anything can happen.
She's had a vat of red wine.
No.
Welcome to our first ever live from the caravan, as you can see, and anything can happen tonight. We've got a few things lined up for you. I can already see lots of people coming through. Tom's Vlogs, good evening to you, Tom. Paul and Sarah, Caravan Life, hiya. I'm looking down here at the monitor. Hitch Up and Tow, oh, I'm glad you're all on, you guys, because I've got a bit of a surprise for you lot. Pearl the CV20, yeah. Tanks on Tour, I think possibly the first one on tonight was Tanks on Tour. And who else have we got? Oh, Caravantastic's on, Dave Starbuck's on, Helen and Martin's Motorhomes Treks. That's good that you're on. You're on live from the Outer Hebrides, yeah, from Lewis, which is fantastic.
It's probably just as warm there as it is here.
I did do a little post earlier, I don't know if any of you saw it, to say what's the weather like where you are, and over here on the east coast in Norfolk it's absolutely, it's like,
oh, it's terrible August, isn't it?
It's like autumn, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. Freezing cold. Normally you'd expect Great Yarmouth and Caister-on-Sea to be absolutely rammed with people, and it's not been that busy.
It hasn't. No, it's not been the people about.
We thought we're going to do all our shopping early before the bank holiday weekend rush, and there was no rush.
It never happened.
At least we got a little bit organised. So what we got going on? Hey,
Paul
Ghost
and
Ship.
Sarah, Caravan Life, loving the white Kia Sportage.
Oh yeah. Well, they've just bought one. That's why.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they got a trendy blue one. They did.
Oh, did
yeah,
you?
Very nice. Yeah.
We like that car. It's really good.
It's best tow car we've had. Definitely. Caravanning with the missus. I'm glad you guys are here as well. Yeah, got a surprise for you lot in a bit. So let me tell you what we've got lined up. We're not just going to read all people's names out all night, but Helen, you keep an eye on the notes, what's going through. Primary reason for doing the live, first of all, was we did say for anyone who was a subscriber and had commented on our videos throughout August, in fact the last couple of videos of July, we'd put you in the draw to win one of these very sought after Caravantastic mugs.
Mug of the month.
The mug of the month, yeah. So one of you tonight could be the mug of the month, and I'll tell you how that's going to work. Our granddaughter Savannah left her hat here, not on purpose, but it just so happens it's come in handy because all of the names of all of the people that have commented are in the hat. But I also have a long list of them on a spreadsheet here, so you'll know whether you are actually...
The Trudgeons have just...
Oh right, the Trudgeons, not the Trudgeons.
Oh,
how much of that red wine have you drank?
Good evening, everybody. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Dan. How are you doing? Good to have you on board. It's brilliant. We're just doing our first ever live, and we're going to do the mug of the month draw towards the end. We've got a bit of fun for you as well. Helen's idea. Come on, just tell us about your music idea.
Well, we thought we'd do a beat the intro of everyone's theme tunes for the YouTube channels. So that might be a bit different.
Yeah, we haven't got every single YouTube theme tune there's ever been.
Haven't we?
We've got 10. Yeah, so we thought we'd do a little bit of fun later on. And what we'll do, beat the intro, is we're going to play the theme tune from a famous YouTube channel. Not always the big ones, as some of you guys could find your ones coming up. And what's the first person to comment with the name of the YouTube channel gets a point. And we'll see where we're at the end of 10.
The end, yeah.
We're playing for fun, just so you know. Nick Jennings is on board. Hi, Nick. Robin Lynn on to unbelievable. You can't whack it. Well, it's good to have you guys on board. Your theme tune might be included. Who knows? So we'll do that. We're going to talk a little bit about our sort of forthcoming September tours that we're doing. We're out and about, aren't we? So
we booked weekends. We didn't book the bank holiday because we thought it might be a bit busy everywhere. So we're going away Thursday to Sunday, Forest Park.
Yeah.
It's a nice little site. I like it. It's in Cromer, so it's quite close to us.
Yeah.
I like the clubhouse because they do bingo and a quiz, and sometimes put a turn on. So we quite like that. It's lovely walks there as well. But we'll do some footage from the site, won't we?
Oh, we will, yeah. So we're going to go to Forest Park. Where else are we going?
We're going to go to the Dower House. Which
That's in
is
Thetford.
Suffolk, isn't it?
Yeah, over in Thetford Forest, yeah.
Yeah.
Norwich.
Back to Cromer again, and we're going to go to Seacroft.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
for the third weekend.
Caravan and Motorhome Club site at Seacroft.
Yeah.
And Norwich
We've
Camping
got
and Caravan Club.
Let's Rock Festival, which
Yeah.
is on in Norwich at the end of at the end of September.
Too much red wine already.
And we're going to stay at the Camping and Caravan Club in Norwich, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I've just got a note here from Helen and Marty's Motorhome Treks, and I know they're sort of in the Outer Hebrides TV, and they're struggling a little bit, it would seem, with audio and visual. So is everyone else okay on audio visual? Just give us a little note back if you can see and hear us all okay. We've got our volume turned down here because we were a bit worried we might get feedback and stuff, so we're not sure whether it's coming through. So, let's kick off actually with just to say, if anyone requires stickers, we're in the sticker club now. We've got our own Caravantastic stickers. We've received some stickers actually. Tanks on tour.
It's all okay, I think. The
Yeah,
sound.
all sound okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan's saying he wants to have some of that wine that you're. Yeah, what sort of wine is it?
Wine. It's good wine, Dan. It's so organic, Shiraz.
Yeah, Shiraz. So Tanks on tour. Thank you for your sticker. And also we've got Oakley and Conquer to go along with that as well. We had a sticker come through from Campervania.
Put it across a bit. I don't think you're hitting
Can you not see it?
the camera. That's it.
Campervania, thank you for yours. I wish I could pronounce this one. I've absolutely no idea. Texla? I don't really know how to pronounce this, but however. So we're sending, if we haven't done so already, we have sent some out to these people. If you want to do a sticker swap, brilliant. If you don't do stickers because you're not a Caravan or a YouTube channel, then if you'd like a sticker, then just drop us a note and we'll need to get your address details and we're happy to send those to you. No problem at all. What's coming through on the feed? Anyone talking to us? Keith and Alison Preston, thank you very much for joining us. Hope you're doing okay. Who else have we got on here?
Robin said send us a sticker and we'll put it on our door of fame.
Well, that's a big door of fame, isn't it, that they've got? Much bigger than ours, that's for sure. But
we haven't got a door of fame.
Well, we've only just got a door, to be fair. What we're going to do with our stickers, we thought we might do a little board, a sticker board, that we can Velcro up or something like that, didn't we?
And put it on.
Yeah, and put it on. So we'll do the draw and we'll do all that other stuff. If anyone's got any questions they want to ask live, it's loud and clear in Reading, says Nick Jennings. That's fantastic. Audio and visual is good in Essex. Thank you very much to Richard Cope for that. Super duper. Who else? Keith and Alison saying hi to everyone. All good from the caravanning with the missus. I think they're in Leicester, if I remember rightly. Hitch up and tow there, and that's fantastic. So September touring plans then. We've got all that lined up. We're going to be away for the whole month. We're going to do videos of the whole shebang. So obviously they'll all come out to you as and when we do them. I've got a video I want to put out this week. And that's actually a colleague I used to work with at Coca-Cola, who also sort of retired when I did, although she's a lot younger than me. She brought her motorhome over, didn't she? We live across the road from a Haven holiday park at Caister-on-Sea.
Behind them hedges.
Behind the hedges is the touring park. So I got a call out of the blue to say she was here. So we thought, well, we'll pop over and see her. And they've got the most gigantic motorhome.
It's enormous, isn't it?
Massive. It really is. You're sort of looking up like that. It's so big. So we've already gone in and done a bit of a tour of that and took some video and had a chat with them. And we'll probably put that video out this week for you to see. But after that, it's going to be all the September tour stuff. Yeah. Quite interested to know what you're doing. Where are you going in September, if anywhere? And you'd like to share it. I know not everyone likes to share where they're going until they've been. Sort of understandably so. That's fair enough. Questions. So let's go through some of these questions. These are questions that have come through to us in advance, and we'll answer these questions, but actually be interested in your thoughts, how you would answer the question as well. So the first question, Helen, I'm going to let you try and answer this one first. Are you ready? This has come from Mike from Plain Crazy, and he's asking, have you ever considered motorhoming over caravanning?
Yes, we have, because originally you wanted a motorhome, didn't you?
Yeah, I want a
But
motorhome.
the price is quite a lot more, really. And B, well, I always wanted a caravan, you know, for years and years. Even as I was like a child, we used to hire people's caravans. St Andrews once, it rained all week. Um,
That's Scotland
and
for you.
I don't think my dad was confident enough to ever pull a caravan.
Nope. Yeah.
But David was, and I've had to go myself, and it's not bad. And you did want a caravan, didn't you? Oh, sorry, a motorhome, didn't you? But
Well,
your sister had one, and we found that when they got to sites, they had to pick the sites.
Well, there's another
with
question.
bus stops
I know what you're going to say.
and things like that, so they could get around.
There's another question coming up around that. But let me tell you why I thought I wanted a motorhome was because I think they're pretty cool generally. I fancied touring around Europe. And at this point, we had neither had a caravan nor a motorhome. You wanted a caravan. I thought a motorhome would be better because we're always chalk and cheese. You know, I say black, she says white. That's how it is. And but when we started to investigate and look at the prices, I thought, blimey, you know, they're smart, but they're really expensive. We could always get an older one, a second-hand one. But then my sister bought one, and we went to see her on a site, and she had a lovely motorhome, brand new. But she told us that the biggest drawback for them was unless there's a bus stop outside or they bring their bikes, they can't get anywhere, which I know is strictly not true. But I still fancied a motorhome. When I went to look at the prices, I thought it was out of the box. But we enjoyed the weekend with them in their motorhome. It was fantastic. So we went out the very next day and bought a caravan because I could afford one, basically. That was the main reason, and you wanted one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we have definitely considered motorhoming over a caravan. I really like the idea of a motorhome, I've got to be honest. But especially if I was going to go like touring Europe
Abroad,
or something like that.
That's where they'd come in.
I think so.
To their own.
Having said all of that, we're on our second caravan, and we absolutely love it, don't we?
Yeah.
And I think someone's asked a question somewhere about why we changed from our last caravan to this one. So before
Easy one, fixed bed to island bed, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a Bailey Senator 6 Indiana with our first van. I actually said to Helen, we'll go out and buy a caravan, and we'll just pick up a cheapie. Like you can get one for £1,000. And we'll see how we get on, and if we like it, we'll get a decent one. So the first one we bought was 12 grand on it. We didn't spend £1,000, so that was the first shock to the system. And we really liked it. I think it was 8 foot wide, that Bailey. So it's much wider than this, another foot wider than this, which foot doesn't sound like a lot, does it?
It's actually a lot.
It is a lot, isn't it? Yeah.
If we were to change this, I'd want something a bit wider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was the sleeping arrangements, having to clamber over each other in the night to go to the toilet. When you get to a certain age, you find you need to go to the loo a bit more in the night, don't you? So clambering over each other was just a pain in the neck. So that's why we chose this one and went for a second caravan. But we really like it, and we're loving it. Right, over to, have we got Pearl the CV20? Rick and Heather asking us here. You keep an eye on the comments, love.
Yeah.
As a caravanner...
Robin Lynn had a Indiana a few years ago.
Oh, did you really?
Did you like it? It was quite nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, we love the Indiana, don't we?
Yeah.
The furnishings in particular, it's very homely, really homely.
Nice and warm with the wood.
Yeah. So Pearl the CV20, that's Rick and Heather are asking us, as a caravanner, what's your take on motorhomers towing cars? What do you think to motorhomers towing cars?
Well, it's up to the individual really, isn't it, if they want one?
Yeah. Is that it then?
Well, I think it's handy for them when they get there because they can get about without taking all the kit down and taking the motorhome to the shop or whatever.
Yeah. That's each to their own, isn't it? I mean, what came first, the motorhome or the car, or did they both come together? I suppose, and I know a lot of motorhomes don't bother with cars at all, and then there are some that do. I wonder whether they got the car afterwards because of maybe some of the inconvenience of not being able to get to some of the places they want to get to. I'm not sure, but I think it's absolutely their call, and I don't blame them for having a car and towing it behind. I think, why not?
But on the other side, it's double the MOT and double the insurance.
Yeah,
and
double the tax. Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. We've never had one.
Yeah, but if you've got loads of money, it's not a problem,
Don't
is
matter,
it?
does it?
You can do what you want, can't you?
Yeah.
So, but I think it's handy, And again, if we were going to go touring Europe in a motorhome, I'd probably want to have a little car on the back of it.
Yeah.
I think I would. So I don't have a massive view one way or the other, Rick and Heather, about whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's each to their own. I have scratched my head sometimes and thought to myself, why didn't you just get a caravan? But then again, they wanted a motorhome, so each to their own. This is a tricky one. I might come back to this one. Let's go for an easy one.
Is that the levelling one?
Yeah, we'll come back. This is Paul and Sarah's Caravan Life. They threw us a tricky question, but I'll come back. Any comments on any of these? What are your thoughts on some of this stuff? What do you think to people that have tow cars on the back of their motorhomes? A few people have tried it. Tanks on Tour love their motorhome, but it just didn't do it for us. It wasn't what they set out to do. Nick Jennings, another factor I have not considered until I saw Bob Earnshaw's video was motorhomes are very noisy. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah, I mean, and I reckon the Caravan would be equally noisy. You're not sat in it when you're driving it along, are you?
Now, somebody called Grant said, "Good evening, guys. Any chance you can wish my younger brother,
Samilek, yeah,
a
happy birthday.
A happy birthday, of course. Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. Many congratulations. Happy birthday. Was it September 30th? No, August the 30th. I just lost a month. Fantastic. What's Pearl the CV20? They're agreeing with Rob and Lynn. About what? No, from us on towing a car. Unbelievable. Yeah, I bet Rob, I think Rob says unbelievable the most.
Nick Jennings says, another factor I had not considered
I just said
until
that.
I saw Bob Earnshaw's video. Did you?
I just said that.
I never heard you. I must have been reading.
I just read it out. Yeah. So yeah, I'm with you, Rob. I don't know if I would actually have a car if I had a motorhome. I'm not sure I'd tow a car, because what's the point in having a motorhome? You might as well have just had a caravan, really, ain't you? I mean, motorhomes are bloody expensive. Oh, I swore on YouTube. Sorry, they are expensive, aren't they? Sort of, if you want to get a decent motorhome, it's 50 grand plus, isn't it?
Well, we went to the local camping shop today to get a new fire extinguisher, didn't we?
Yeah.
And they had some Volkswagen.
They were camper vans, weren't they?
Camper vans
T6s or whatever they are. Yeah.
They were quite handy.
Now you see, I think there's another question about this. If you were to upgrade the caravan or tow car, what would you get? Well, you've already said that you'd like to get a wider caravan. I wouldn't get a car. I think I'd get a camper van and put a tow bar on the back of it, because I absolutely love the concept of what motorhomers and campers, their camper vans do. And I think it'd be great if we had a camper van that we could tow the caravan with, and then when we get to wherever we're going, if we want to go out for the day and have lunch by the sea, in your camper van, or decide not to come home because you're having such a great time, then I think the camper van, you could do that, can you?
We could, but can we get a disco in it?
Let's save that for another.
We need to get a disco in here.
Yeah,
so,
we can.
Who is it that's got the Kia Sportage? The blue one.
Oh, that's Paul and Sarah.
Paul and Sarah. We can get a whole disco in here, so you'll find it's very handy. There's loads of room in them.
DJ Dave still goes mobile. It's true. So yeah, I think I'd like to get a camper van next time that we can tow the caravan with. But upwards of 40 grand, aren't they, for a camper van?
44, I think, was the cheapest.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard Cope is saying that our second motorhome was quite large, so yes, we towed a smart car and it was brilliant. Now with 3 children, we have a camper van and tow a trailer for longer trips. That's interesting.
Lammy and Lammy Pie said that's a great idea, van and caravan.
And we've seen a few people do that. We've been on sites where we think, In fact, we were next to a quite an old couple. I'd say they were well in their 80s. This was in North Norfolk once. And I said, you got the best of both worlds then. You got a camper van and a caravan. And they said, yeah, because when we go out, if we're having a good time, we just don't come back. Yeah. Which is great. As long as the site are happy with it, obviously, which more often than not they are.
Well, we were in Cambridge just a few weeks ago, and it was our wedding anniversary, and we went to Lavenham, which is in Suffolk, a lovely little village, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And we had it overnight, and the site was okay, wasn't they?
Oh yeah, they let us leave the van there. So